thank you for joining me. So this is a quick update on the beach buggy that I'm building for the Psychedelic group build, being run by Dan from 6T's Rules. Really enjoyed putting this kit together so far. I wouldn't say that the fit of parts is perfect, but there aren't really any issues that I've come across that's basically made me want to throw the kit up the wall, let's put it that way. So I shall get some of the parts that I've done, we'll have a look at it together. So the first part is the body work. Now what you can see there sticking out the side, unfortunately the trim was slightly damaged, it was mismoulded, so I am attempting to use two very thin pieces of evergreen styrene to try and fix that. Fingers crossed with Tamiya extra thin, I'll be able to melt them into the right position and then just cut them, trim them and mould them with a sanding stick or something. So that's all there is really on that. I've added a part to the bottom and that's really all I've got with that. I'm hoping, I've picked up a rattle can to spray this, but I've since had an idea to try and do something a bit different with the build, so I think I may have mentioned it in another video that I'm going to ask my wife if she can help with that because of her skills with scrapbooking. So that's that. So the four wheels are all glued and put together. I've just got to sand them up a bit and then I can get on and spray those black and look to do the wheels themselves in a silver, and then I don't know whether to just leave the tyres in black or whether to put a bit of Panzer grey or a bit of both, black on the rims and then Panzer grey where the tread would have made contact with the road surface and whatever, just to show a bit of wear. I don't know yet, but yeah, those are all together. So onto the main bit. As you can see, all the engine has been constructed. I've put it on the floor pan as well. Handbrakes there. I assume that's a battery. I'm not 100% certain. The only issue I had with this really was oh god, what do you call them? You guys are shouting at what they are. These things that come down. The springs, shock absorbers are they or something for this. Trying to get them in the right position was a bit of a pain. So you got a part that joins onto here and then butts up to the axle. That's got a point that comes up here. So what you got to try and work out is when you put the axle in, getting the pin that runs from the axle to this part to fit the I forgot the bloody name again already. Shock absorber, to get the shock absorber to fit. So what I did was I fixed that point, then just slotted the axle into the hole, and then I turned the axle to get the pin at the right location, which gave me the distance for where this fitted onto that part there, if you see what I mean. And then once I'd got all that sorted, I glued this part in and then I glued the axle in and I glued the butt joint up to the axle. But yeah, that was a bit of finagling going on with that, but I've managed to do it. So the intention is to spray this all black and then I can start painting various parts up, the different colours, do a bit of perhaps clean up on the block. That's not the block. What is that? See, I know sod all about cars. Is that the gear? The gears, the whatever. That bloody thing there, I'll get to clean that up after. Started cleaning up the two figures. This figure, the chap, he reminds me of a relative of mine, and he was Uncle Fred. He was my nan's sister's husband, that's right. He was quite a cool dude. He had a Ford Capri back in the day, which was one of the smartest cars on the road in the 70s, was it? Really liked that car. So they'd got a bit of money, and he was a bit of a, although he was like in his 50s when I knew him, he was a bit of a dude, and yeah, and he'd got the moustache like this chap's got, and the short hair. So I don't think I ever saw him walk around with his chest and six pack hanging out, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to painting these up, seeing if I can do a good job of these, bearing in mind that they're bigger than the figures I usually paint. So there you go guys, as I say, just a quick update. One thing I've just noticed on this is the steering wheel's on the right side of the car, as it should be, which is great. The number plate on this will be a British number plate, so look after yourselves, enjoying your videos, and I'll catch up with you soon.